is it possible to become an introvert if you're an extrovert, or to become an extrovert if you're an introvert, or to change your personality completely? What if you were an INFP and now you're an INTJ? Is that possible? Come on up. What's up, legend? It's Sherman here from Geek Psychology, where I help geeks, gamers, and creatives to have more confidence and motivation. And personality type is one of the keys, the keys that you can use to unlock all that goodness, all that joy and growth and knee cracking that I just had, that comes from learning about yourself, learning how to be a better version of yourself, to play your class right, to find your true character and level it up so you can play life better. And I'm just looking at my hoodie over here. It's all jumbled. I am like so jumbled, specifically on the outside, but sometimes on the inside too. So can you change your personality type? Can you flip from an extrovert to an introvert, first of all? So first of all, no. According to the model, according to the theory, no, you cannot. So what we do is we start to gain access to these different characters within us, these different parts of ourselves, and these different, approaches to reality. And through that, some of us kind of settle down. Some of us get more outgoing. Some of us learn different approaches to reality, to problem solving, to understanding, to gaining information, to making decisions that we weren't quite comfortable with before. And a lot of that can feel like we are changing our personality. When I was a wee INFP, I was like, I would not talk to other people. I was really, really sheltered in that sense. I felt very uncomfortable just in any social situation. And now I don't. Now I'm okay. I'm okay with talking to more people, and it's fine, right? I'm okay with what emerges and being more spontaneous and things like that. And it's not because I am now an extrovert. These videos, some people are like, no, you are definitely an extrovert. I'm not. And a lot of us can tell that I'm an introvert, and I'm just expressing different aspects of myself on the video, and tapping into my extroverted intuition, this character that is about exploring and pushing buttons and seeing what emerges, right? And that doesn't mean that my personality type has changed. That just means that I am accessing different aspects of myself. So if you feel that you are suddenly a different personality type, it's important to check what do you mean by that? Where are things coming from? Where are these changes coming from? So let's talk about two specific things that can impact your personality type and feeling like maybe you have changed. So the first is going from a healthy to an unhealthy way, or an unhealthy to a healthy way. Like, as I just explained about growth, right? It requires that you access different parts of yourself, right? By growing, you are taking on different aspects, right? You are expanding who you are as a person. So through doing that, an extrovert is going to naturally gain more introverted leverage and gain more subjective understanding of who they are and what they bring to the world themselves. Like, what are the different aspects that they are actually impacting on the outer world, right? And they have more clarity of what that is and how to shape that in their own ideas or experiences or whatever it is, personal understanding of something, or their subjective values and identity. They start to bring those in to a situation. And then there comes a lot of second guessing and kind of settling into like, well, who am I? Right? What am I bringing into this? And through that, there's more hesitation, and there's like a slowing down. It's like a funnel, right? You're funneling all this outer world experience into that inner world. And that can feel like your personality type has changed, and that's healthy growth. For an introvert, it's going the opposite direction. A lot of times it's going from all this stuff that's going on inside to finally figuring out a way communicating it into the outer world or using it to make an impact in some way in the outer world. Most of the times, if you're going in an unhealthy route, it's more like doubling down on the extroversion, for example, doubling down on the introversion, and just completely ignoring the other side, which causes a lot of issues, right? So that doesn't necessarily feel like extroversion and introversion is changing. It feels like it's just doubling up on it. But what can happen is, like, maybe you feel that you used to really listen to your feelings, and now you're more logical, and you follow metrics, and you feel a bit more I don't know, maybe even intellectual, right? That's not your personality type changing. That's just growth. That's you gaining new experiences and you gaining access to different parts of yourself and building rapport with these different characters within you. So don't feel that that necessarily is changing. Another one is environmental stressors. Things happen, right? Your job might require you to do more managing of resources and setting goals and achieving those than you are naturally inclined to do. And that can push you to kind of being unhealthy in some ways, depending on your personality, or it can be something that's honored and prized, and this is something that you're good at. Good job, keep going. And so if that's not your natural way of interacting with the world, and that is what is required within the environment, at work or even at your house, right, based on your family or something like that, you might start to feel different, right? You might start to feel more rigid. If you're an INFP and you need to accomplish these goals and stuff like that, you're going to feel probably burnt out. You're going to feel stressed out. You're not going to feel as probably creative as you were before. You're not going to feel as empathetic to other people, caring, possibly, if you're so focused on doing that one thing that is polar opposite to your normal approach to reality. And so that can feel like your personality type has changed, but really you're just accessing different aspects of it in unhealthy ways. And another way of looking at this is thinking of if you've had some sort of trauma or negative experience, right? Like, what if you're an extrovert and you had some really bad stuff happen to you in social situations, and now you don't want to be around people? Well, not all extroverts want to be around people, right? Just people tend to give a lot of feedback and a lot of new experiences, which is how somebody interacts with the world, right? And for an extrovert, that interaction with the world is what kind of usually generates more energy and more excitement and happiness in ways, right? But if you had bad experiences and now you're having some sort of block to that, and you feel uncomfortable in those specific situations or similar situations, and you got some trauma that you're holding on, well, that's going to make you hesitant to do those things, right? And that's going to make you possibly feel like, well, now I'm an introvert, now I switched. But that's just not how it happens. That's an experience that is conflicting with your natural personality type and approach to engaging and interacting with the world. And if you want to know more about yourself and learn how to wield your personality type properly and your class skills, you can find plenty of videos over here and all on this channel on how to better yourself, how to understand what makes you you, and why you do the things that you do, and get out of stress, deal with anxiety, live a better life through knowing yourself and through knowing how to take actions and build confidence and motivation, things like that. All right, so keep up the lifelong quest and good luck, have fun. Peace.